It is February 1996. The Daytona International Speedway is no longer laying dormant. Stock cars are preparing to once again roar around its impressive banks. And Derek Cope for Cale Yarborough has won the Daytona 500 pole, with Terry Labonte to his outside. Duel 1 has a plethora of familiar faces: Ted Musgrave, Ken Schrader, and Mark Martin, all in the same rides. But in row 2, for the first race, is a new team. The Ford Quality Care team, driven by Ernie Irvan. His 5-year contract he signed in 1991 came to an end, and he hopped on the opportunity of a lifetime. Stepping into the Ford car is Sterling Marlin. Leaving his longtime team at Stavola Brothers, Marlin hasn't won since Rockingham in 1993, and is hoping that this fresh start will be good for him. To find his old car, you have to look at Duel 2, where Bobby Labonte is behind the wheel. Bobby left the 40 car at Felix Sabates, which in turn shut down at the end of the season. Bobby has floated from team to team over the last few years, but is hoping that this opportunity could be their breakout. Michael Waltrip is among another driver to switch teams in 1996. He has replaced the departing Morgan Shepherd at the Wood Brothers 21 car. Waltrip thinks that with an already fast Wood Brothers team, this is where he can get his first win of his career. Jeff Burton also makes the move to the 99 car at Roush Racing. He leaves the 11 team at Junior Johnson, which shut down at the end of 1995. And John Day Benson is also a new Cup driver, replacing Michael Waltrip in the 30 car. Those, for the most part, are the notable seat swaps. With the smaller moves and sponsor updates being updated as the season goes on, we get ready to go green for duel number 1. Before the race even gets started, Mark Martin has mechanical issues and is on the pit road. Derek Cope leads the opening laps of Duel 1 before the Daytona Shuffle leads to Bobby Hillin out front. Every lap afterwards, the field shuffles a new leader. Pit stops happen on lap 12, putting Michael Waltrip and Ricky Rudd out front. Rudd holds the lead till 4 to go, and then is shuffled back outside the top 5. With 3 to go, Jimmy Spencer leads, but the next lap can't hold off Ricky Rudd, who's being pushed by a now lively Mark Martin. Mark repaired whatever the issue was, and is now driving in the lead pack. Coming to the white, Mark is running blocker, it seems. And somehow Steve Seligman is found second. He gets shuffled back through turn 2, and now the 21 and 12 are making one last charge. They dice it up amongst one another, and Ricky Rudd wins duel number 1. As the field roars into 1, Del McCowart takes the front row 3 wide, but is quickly fouled back by Jeff Gordon. He leads lap number 1 before Joe Ruttman in the 80 charges to the front. The field in lap 3 is now 3 wide all the way back. Running the halfway is similar to that of Duel 1. Coming to lap 10, half the field pits, with nearly the rest of them coming down the next lap. It all cycles out to Terry Labonte leading with 7 to go. Eventually, with 3 laps to go, Jeff Gordon finds himself behind his teammate and immediately passes him for the lead. It shuffles Terry back, but the next lap Gordon shuffled back even further. Coming to the white flag, Ricky Craven and Tracy Leslie are side by side, but soon Darrell Waltrip takes them 3 into turn 1. Darrell clears them through 3 and holds off the late advances to claim duel number 2. And with that, the field is set, and now it is time for the 38th annual Daytona 500. Duel results line the field behind the front row sitters. Rudd and Waltrip are now 3rd and 4th, with Michael Waltrip 5th and Rusty Walls 6th. In the back are some race favorites. Mark Martin starts dead last, next to Bobby Labonte and Davey Allison, who is 40th. Ken Schrader's inside of the 28, and Dale Earnhardt is in front of them. With all the pre-race charades done, it's time for a full 500 miles of Daytona. Terry Labonte leads lap 1. The field is already beginning to shuffle. Terry also leads lap 2, but is fouled back by Steve Seligman, who gets the head position on lap 3. The field shuffles to the first caution on lap 18. Davey Allison gets hooked by the 73 car, but does an amazing job of sliding down the front stretch before saving it. The field pits, and Ted Musgrave leads on the lap 23 restart. The field once again does its lead pack shuffle until big trouble through the tri-oval. Rick Mast and Dave Marcus arc a break into the wreck late, and the 1996 Daytona 500 has had its first big crash. Joe Nemechek, Terry Labonte, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Bodine, and Johnny Benson are now out of the race. They joined Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin, who are both out due to mechanical issues. And Ernie Irvin is also retired from the race as well. Derek Cope leads on lap 33 restart, but is quickly shuffled back as the lead swaps repeatedly once again. Eventually, Jeff Gordon gets the lead and firmly establishes himself out front ahead of Dale Cowart. Cowart is doing the ultimate underdog run, it seems. However, both are engulfed by the field as they draft by, continuing the routine lead dance. On lap 45, Joe Nemechek forgets where he is and holds up nearly half of the front pack. They soon are all collected back together, though, by a pack of wounded cars. They slow the pace to below 180 miles an hour, for Jimmy Spencer leads the charge out of the group. The pack eventually resorts to a non-stop fight again, and on lap 53 they pull this insane move on a lap car. The field keeps shuffling and soon catch more lappers, splitting the front 11 up again and again. On lap 63, pit stops commence with the front pack. Cowart and Gordon are the only ones to stay out the next lap. This extra lap has drastically slowed their pace. They pit the next lap and find themselves with the majority of the leaders. However, the top three have put 3 seconds on the others. Kyle Petty, Bobby Hillin Jr., and Bobby Labonte are trying to put the rest of the field outside of the equation. Lap traffic breaks up the field even more, and soon reigning champion Jeff Gordon catches the front three by himself. It takes Gordon only to lap 74 to get the lead, but has to maneuver through hectic lap cars in Dale Earnhardt and Melton Sawyer. Gordon holds his lead to lap 80, when Bobby Labonte goes for the lead on him. Bobby and Jeff go back and forth until the next cycle of pit stops. It is now halfway through the race, and it appears it's coming down to the front 5. Jeff holds his lead over Bobby, but the 8 car is too strong to hold off on the track, and he passes the 24 back. It's now just the 2 Bobbys and Gordon at the front, and they fight all the way to lap 130, when finally the next caution comes out. It's for Bill Elliott, who comes down on Jimmy Spencer and does a lazy spin down the backstretch. Somehow, he does not get hit or collect any other cars. The field mixes it up on pit road, and afterwards, Bobby Hillin leads over the Burton brothers. The top 4 in a blaze of NR 2003 AI glory all come down the pit lane because they realize they should have pit, in effect ending their chances at a win. Bobby Labonte, Derek Cope, and Bobby Hamilton all have the lead now, but the pack catches them. It again turns into a 10-car four-way at the front, which the previous mentioned cars who pitted join the pack over time as lap cars. The top 9 cars shuffle over and over again, and the race soon works into the final 50 laps, and conversations begin to win the pit for the final time. With 35 to go, the first cars pit. The next lap, 3 more pit. And with 33 to go, the last cars pit. Sterling Marlin now leads the race and is going to have to hold off 6 other cars to win it. That number gets increased to now 10 plus cars to defend, as lap traffic holds up the lead pack to allow more cars to catch up. With 30 to go, it's much more of the same, with nobody being able to hold the lead for more than 3 laps. As the front continues to get racy, Morgan Shepherd pays the price for being in the way. He also pays the price for not holding his brakes. After the 5-car bum rush and the 1 is cleaned off the track, we have under 20 laps to go, and it's going to be a duel for the Daytona 500. They go 3 wide behind Marlin, who holds them off for the first lap. Eventually, he is filed back, and the fight is on. He gets back in behind race leader Derek Cope, but now Bobby Labonte is charging through them both. With 15 to go, they are 3 wide for the lead, with Bobby having it in the middle lane. He fades, and out the line with 14 to go, they are 3 wide once again, with Marlin leading. Eventually, Jeff Gordon finds the front, and appears to be the only car that can hold position for more than 3 laps. The field lays back, though, and flies by Gordon with a draft with 10 to go. They are 2 wide 6 rows back now, and Marlin now finds himself leading with 8 to go. He soon gets passed by Ricky Rudd, and the 2 are cleared at the front with 7 to go. Sterling immediately wants to lead back, and coming to 6 to go, Davey Allison gets shoved to the lead by Bobby Labonte. The 8 doesn't want to wait behind Davey for his chance. He gets him immediately. Bobby Hamilton's at the front now, and wants to redeem last year's close run-in with victory. Lap traffic checks the field up and gets him the lead coming to 4 to go. Steve Seligman is also up there in 3rd, trying to become one of the race's greatest upsets. Davey now looking for 500 number 3s on the tail of the Petty Pontiac. He can't do anything, and now coming to 3 to go, Jeff Gordon has arrived. He pulls out on Davey into 1, but suddenly the field is upheaved by the lap car of Ken Schrader. He is filed to the outside in front of Davey, and the 28 is in a free fall. Hamilton has the lead now with 2 to go, but Ricky Rudd wants it from him. Suddenly, Bobby Labonte ducks out on the 10, and he now has the run on the leader. It's the Bobby and Bobby show at the front now, and the Labonte variant gets by off of 2. Hamilton clears and tries to slingshot Labonte into 3, but the 8 car throws a block. Hamilton steps out at the white, and it's going to be a nail-biter all the way home. Darrell Waltrip soon gets behind Bobby and gives him the push down the front stretch. Out of nowhere though, going through turns 1 and 2, Phil Barkdole checks up the entire inside line. Labonte and Ward Burton are the only ones to clear, and it's apparent that Barkdole forgot where he was and thought it was lap 97 in the 1984 Daytona 500. Bobby Labonte is clear, and with a lap car pushing him, Hamilton tries all he can from the runs behind, but Bobby Labonte, from Corpus Christi, Texas, has done the unthinkable for the Stavola Brothers team. He has won the 1996 Daytona 500. It is perhaps the biggest moment of Bobby Labonte's life, let alone his entire career. Over the last 4 years, he has gone from team to team, crashed horribly at Michigan, run awful time and time again, been fired from Bill Davis, and only by the belief of the Stavolas was given one last opportunity. Bobby Labonte has just taken that opportunity and won the greatest race in stock car racing.